All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Seabass.
And man, oh man, what a weekend. I know it's been a while since we've been on, and what a great time. Last time we were on, we talked about Walking Dead. This weekend was the season premiere of the second part of the final season.
You know what's funny, too? You had texted me to remind me to watch it.
Right?
And at my bedtime. Because you were like, in an hour, it's on.
Right.
I was actually out and about.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah, we went out to dinner.
Nice.
We'll get into that afterwards.
Okay. Great. It was a great episode.
Of course.
I mean,
one of the best, right?
Well,
I won't say the best.
One of the best.
Not one of the best.
No, I think a lot of it lagged. There was a point at which we looked at each other and we were like, dude, this is fucking lagging. I don't know what's going on. Like, for it to be the first one, and then all of a sudden it fucking went ham, and we were like, okay, cool. They brought it back. We're good. We thought it was an excellent show. And apparently you watched it.
Yes, I did.
And?
As promised, we can discuss.
The only thing that, and there was something about it on Yahoo that talked about why. Okay, so if you haven't watched it, you have 5, 4, 3, 2. So at the end, when Daryl showed up in that fucking stormtrooper outfit,
that was kind of ill, I have to admit.
Really?
Yeah.
You thought that was ill?
Yeah, I thought that was nice.
And fucking Eugene's haircut is dumb. Okay.
You didn't like that? Dude. In my notes that I took to discuss for this evening, I was like, that's a cliffhanger.
That's a great, yeah, you're right. It's a great cliffhanger, okay. But you're like, what the fuck?
That's good, isn't it?
And can I just tell you, there was so much sexual tension between.
There was zero.
Bullshit.
Zero.
Bullshit. They were right. Like when they were arguing and they got close, it will.
It will not happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Would kill him before that happened.
I think you're wrong.
No, I think I'm right. That's the thing. I think I'm right. Fucking spot on.
And they said that something was gonna happen with Negan's character that was supposed to happen with.
Who's they?
I don't know, some story that I was reading on Yahoo or something.
The interwebs.
Yeah, that something was supposed to happen with Negan that was supposed to happen with Carl. It's coming up.
Who's Carl?
Didn't he kill Carl? Or what happened with Carl?
Holy shit.
Oh, Carl's a little kid.
What was a big thing in the comics that happened between Negan and Carl that hasn't happened on the show yet?
Nothing.
He had nothing to do with his death or any of that, or...
No, neither Carl or Negan are dead in the comics.
Huh.
Is Carl alive in the show?
No, not anymore. He died. So they're saying that there's somebody else in the storyline that's supposed to happen with Negan.
Judith?
It might be Judith, but I don't know what it is. I was kind of hoping that you knew since you read the comics. Like there had to have been something big that happened between the two of them.
They kind of started it with Carl, the fact that Negan respected him.
Kind of took him under his wing.
And then they killed him.
Okay.
And then they passed it on with Judith talking to him while he was in his cell. And the whole Negan getting out and trying to go back to the sanctuary to see what was left of it. And her following him.
Okay.
Kind of thing. And then him saving her in the fucking snow. In the snowstorm at the end of season 9.
Do you think she leaves to go find him?
Judith, the little girl?
Yeah.
No,
she's not going to go find him. She's going to wonder where he's at.
Too young.
Unless Lydia goes to find him.
Oh, maybe that's what it is. Because we both said something about how she was so...
So maybe what you're thinking of is at the end of the comic series, Carl ends up walking to this house where Negan was living.
Okay.
Because after the Whisperer War in the comics, Negan is gone from the comics.
Okay.
So, which is where I think they're taking it with this, is that he might pepper in every now and again.
Okay.
But he's going to be gone from the show. But at the end, Carl goes and knocks on the door, but doesn't hear anything, and so he just walks away. But at the very end of that comic strip, it says Negan lives. At the very end.
Okay.
That might be what you're talking about. I don't know.
Get a little bit louder on that real quick. I just want.
We've been recording this whole time and haven't picked me up.
No, it is. It's just yours seems lower than everybody else's. Let me try that.
Hello. Check 1, 2 in the middle of the show. Check.
No, I think we're good where we were. Okay. All right. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they take it because there's so much going on, and he's supposed to come back with somebody like a surprise, right? Isn't that what they said at some point too?
Negan?
Yeah.
No. Not that I've heard.
Oh, I don't know what fucking story I was listening to then.
You just need to wait every week and watch that.
All
right.
Okay.
All right. So you have to decide which ones were real Easter eggs or real hints about the show.
So what point did you find it lagging? So I know, because I found the entire episode lagging for the most part. But
right. For me, it was when they were in the basement.
The two girls?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a bit much.
And then even when Aaron came in to save the day.
Yeah, that whole part of the episode could have been an email.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. But did you see how he busted through the window and they like put it in slow motion? Like he was Superman or something coming in?
Right.
That was so whack.
Is that the only part that you have a problem with?
Oh no, I got a laundry list.
All right, give me the laundry list because I think me and Sebastian might have the same ones with that episode because we said, "Oh, Tony's gonna fucking."
Not that episode, that part of the episode.
That part of that episode.
Okay. The very beginning, when what are we calling that big machine that just started shooting all them spears?
The Watcha.
The what?
I think it's called a Watcha.
Okay,
Yeah.
the Watcher.
That's an actual thing that
Maggie
they used.
was fighting one of the bad dudes,
The Reapers.
and then like he got pushed into the area, and one got him in the back, and he exploded.
Yeah.
You didn't see that coming from a mile away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Horrible, dude. Horrible writing. Come on.
I don't think so. But continue.
Horrible.
What else?
How does Maggie know her way around this place?
This is where she used to live. Then the Reapers came in and killed everybody and pushed them out.
Is this where she was
explained.
sent to? Like by Jesus?
Jesus is long dead by this point.
But is that the place?
Jesus didn't send her there. She went there with what's that? What was the lady's name?
Hold on. Georgie.
Georgie. She met Georgie on the road and helped her out.
So, but do you know where I'm saying? What I'm saying is, when she met up with Jesus, she got taken to this spot, and like she was supposed to be like the number 2 in charge, and she was going to take over this group.
Yeah, that's Georgie.
Yeah.
And she was never... Jesus is long gone by this point.
By the time
It has nothing to do with where she's at.
Okay, well, where she was at, that's when she left the show, right? Right after that, she showed up at this place.
Right. That's where she had been.
That's where she was going.
Okay.
Of her own volition.
Hold on, Milo's knocking on the door. This is a great episode.
What up, Playboy?
What's up? How's work?
Time. Nah, I just came to ask you if you could help me do my time.
Dude, we're recording. You're gonna come in and ask him while we're recording?
Well, I mean, it's because I was about to leave after I shower.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're sub, could you help me do it, please?
Yeah.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Word up.
So, how are you?
Hey, how you doing? Heard you got a new ride.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. Heard you got a new whip.
Did get a new way.
Word up.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
A lot of work for it, but fuck it. It is what it is.
So that being an adult's all about, kid.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, but I gotta go, so
All right.
I'll see y'all.
Okay, so yes, that's where Maggie was at.
Okay. Makes sense because she found that hiding spot behind the in the infirmary.
Gabriel knew where the rifle was.
Right.
Oh, he was in that place too.
No, she told everybody the layout of it, and that was the plan.
When did she do that? I don't remember that.
Well, you have to figure that because he was able to find that's what happened. Like,
oh, so you're assuming that's what happened?
well, how else would you figure that he found it?
I don't know.
Like, you're not able to. Are you telling me that you can't watch a show and connect dots?
I didn't know I had to. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Well,
you saw the other thing coming, so I figured you knew how to connect dots. I'm just saying.
What kind of rainstorms are in this episode, kid? Flooding a basement like that?
Well, yeah.
Dude, that's a lot of water. That was a lot of water.
Here's Virginia.
That basement did fill up fast. Maybe it was in a flood zone. We don't know about Virginia. I've never been to Virginia. I don't know.
That was nuts.
It's a lot of water. Remember, that's Hurricane Alley, though, right?
Well, how do you know it's Virginia?
They explained it earlier in the show, where you weren't watching.
In the episode?
No. When you weren't watching.
Oh. All right. I'm just saying.
What else you got?
Like I said, when Aaron jumped through that window in slow motion and came down like a wrestler on the zombie's head, I was like, man, that's horrible. That is so whack.
I thought it was kind of whack until he squeezed the walker's head
Underwater.
And I was like, oh, okay, that was kind of cool.
No, that was kind of whack too. 'Cause you know that can't happen.
What do you mean that can't happen? You got a metal hand.
First of all, I rewound it 3 times because on the 3rd time I said, let me see if I can even hold my breath that long, which I could.
How old are you?
Are you you're fact checking a sci-fi show?
And you're 51.
What are you
And
talking
mouth
about? What's
breathes
the problem?
sometimes.
Wow.
I'm just saying, to
Okay.
be held underwater that long fighting a zombie, and he's able to hold his breath that long? Come on. You saw all them air bubbles leaving his mouth. That was whack. That was hella whack.
Well, they filmed it. He had to have been able to do it that long, but go ahead.
Okay. How's homeboy, Aaron, going to shimmy on a pipe with one arm?
Because he was using the other one to hold on still.
Oh,
And his legs.
come on, man.
Here.
No. Skip this one. What's your next one? It better be the right fucking one. What is it?
When old girl saw him struggling trying to shimmy because the pipe broke. And she says, I'll be right back.
How'd that rope fucking connect?
How'd that rope connect? And all you see here is pulling him out.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
was like, come on,
Here I'm
man.
gonna agree with you. Because when that rope was fucking nice and taut, I was like, there is no way.
So how did that one-armed
Someone
motherfucker...
had to get into that fucking room and tie the rope somewhere so that he could get out while he's still shitting.
Dude, that was so bad.
Yeah, I was like, they didn't think that one out very well.
I'll take a page out of Deadpool's book. That's lazy writing.
Yeah.
Is he such a main character that they couldn't kill him off right there?
No, but I think he's a fan favorite.
Really?
That and one of the little girls that was in there is his daughter.
Well, everybody's got to go sometime.
Yeah, I think they're holding him on for something like he's one of the last gay characters, right?
Yeah.
Dude, but it was so bad.
Yeah, that part too. I was like, oh, Tony's gonna have a fucking heyday with that, dude.
Literally, we both sat there and we're like, fuck, Tony's gonna say something about this one.
Because that was the first thing I said. How the fuck did that one armed dude tie that shit and hold on, and her pull it tight enough to hold him?
And here's the thing. Here's what killed me about it, though. Because she was like, hold on, I'll be right back. He said, okay, like, yeah, cool, okay.
Yeah, I'm just hanging out.
I'll hang tight.
Yo, and the very next scene, they're both on the ground outside.
You got to jump forward. You know what I mean? It's like they jumped forward at the end. What else you got?
Okay. That priest did that other priest dirty.
Oh yeah, 100%. That was fucking.
Oh, that was gangster as fuck.
Yeah, dog.
But you didn't see that one coming?
No, I didn't actually.
I'll tell you what. I didn't either. I thought the other dude was going to stab.
Yes, exactly. I thought they would get him up. I actually thought the white priest had a gun. That's why the black priest was like when he said hold on, and the black priest stopped, and I was like, oh shit, he's holding a gun. He had a small knife. I was like, man, he could have took him.
Yeah, but he only got one eye, and he was hurt.
Yo, he's a sharpshooter. That one eye works very well.
Right? And you see the way he was laying his head all the way over, so the one eye.
Yeah, I didn't notice that.
That was an upper cheek blow.
but I really thought the white priest that when he got stabbed, he was gonna stab him back.
Right?
Something. I think that was kind of whack.
I don't. I think it was very. It was a religious scene that we weren't prepared for, like him losing his whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what it is.
His
Yeah,
channel to God.
yeah. You know what I mean? And just surrendering his faith. You know what I mean? Like saying, "Okay, fuck it. This is who we are now. This is how we got to get down. So you got to go."
Well, I thought the first priest,
The white one?
priest, was
Why the white one got to be first?
was
That's a
a
good
little
point.
too let his guard down too much for the name of God.
He had faith.
Yeah,
That's what faith is, bro. You,
not in that world.
you know what I mean?
You can't do that.
Well, that's why he died.
That is true. Very true.
So again, let me. Okay, go ahead. What else you got? We'll do that first.
I didn't like it when the three of them, Maggie, Negan, and the other dude, were hiding in that room.
Yeah,
And then not the very next scene, but the next scene with them,
yeah.
one of the bad dudes is chasing Maggie down the hallway. Come on, player. How'd that happen?
Yeah, there was a lot of like unexplained like short
Very
time
unexplained.
jumps that were just like it seemed like they were trying to do too much in the first episode. So they had to cut out a lot of things to help explain shit to people like you as to how that got there. That makes sense?
It makes sense.
Instead of just riding
But
along
because
with
By
it.
doing that, they cut out like, well, how did this happen? How
Right.
did we get to this point?
Well, but I think that's just kind of like when you watch a movie and shit happens and people move on to something else without it being explained. You just accept what it is, you know?
I watch good movies, so I don't watch movies that do that.
Okay.
Why did Maggie kill when she said that they could leave, but they had to leave the dude, Carver that got shot in the leg by Gabriel? That was kind of ill too. How Gabriel got on the radio,
Yep.
but
Call
and then
me
went after-
Gabriel.
Yeah, and then went after them to because
Because if she didn't, they would have come back later and would have had issues again. So they're just like, fuck it, let's just take care of them now.
But how did the dude know that Carver killed his sister?
Because they all lived there in that community. That's why he's with Maggie.
That was the guy that had the mask on that you were like,
Yeah.
why he's got the mask?
Right, but how? But the dude wasn't he walking with his sister like she was a zombie in the
I
last
thought
season?
it was the sister's friend. And
Was
then we
it
came to
sister's
that
friend?
conclusion.
Okay, I think that's ringing a bell. Yeah, you might be right on that. All of a sudden, the dog comes back.
The dog was around there the whole time because he was with the girl. And now that the girl's gone, he said, well, I guess I got to go with Daryl.
With Daryl.
I got to go back with Darrell.
Yeah, I didn't like that.
Okay.
Alden,
Yes.
Yes.
was he a main character? Well, why?
Not really.
He was kind of a sub character. He was kind of weak. He was, you know what I mean? And
I will say this. To your point about comic and show relation,
yeah.
Alden and Maggie were supposed to get together. Because they got together in the comics after Glenn was killed.
Okay. See, that makes more sense on why she was tripping so hard that he died and turned into a zombie.
Yeah.
I
thought it was a bit much.
I thought she was just breaking down. I don't think it had anything to do with Alden specifically. I think it's just, fuck, man. Like you can't fucking catch a break. Everybody, all these people that I kind of care about her fucking dying right here in front of me. What the fuck? I think it was more of a breakdown.
Okay.
Like that, I can't catch a break. Fuck, what's going to happen next? Like, I'm so tired of this shit kind of breakdown. What else?
Well, back to Alden, he was specifically asked for when they went back. Out of all the entire group, he was actually asked for by name. So I was like, why is he such a main character?
Because he's been around for a while.
That and he went out with them and wasn't with them when they came back.
Yeah.
But there was like 8 of them. There was, a guy in the Iron Mask. There was a couple of them that didn't make it back.
Guy in the Iron Mask.
Elijah.
That's the black guy, right? He came back.
No, there's a dude with a mask.
That's him.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Okay. There's still some.
That dot wasn't connected for him, so he was lost.
Well, not to mention, I mentioned it about 10 minutes ago.
How'd you mention that 10 minutes ago?
Because you said you were asking about him. I said, that's the guy that was in the mask. Oh, yeah, I know.
Oh, I thought you meant the bad guy because he had the mask on his person.
No, Maggie killed him.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
But I thought that's the guy you were referring to
Oh, yeah.
because he had a mask.
Oh, well, I said the guy with the mask because you asked about him the last time.
That, and then he said the Iron Mask, too.
Right.
So.
This show sucks. Anyways, I still like the cliffhanger. I still like the way it ended.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it was
the cliffhanger was great.
I thought it was a great ending.
I just don't like Daryl in the Stormtrooper outfit.
Oh, he might be faking it like he did with the.
That's what I'm going to go ahead and guess is happening.
I don't think so, but I'm just saying.
You don't have to agree with me. That's fine.
So let's revisit this thing with Maggie and Negan.
Why?
Because I know that you don't see it, but there's definitely.
You know why I don't see it? At the very end of that scene, when he's talking to her, she's grabbing the knife out of her fucking holster to stab him right then and fucking there.
Because she thought he was going to come after her.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why he's like, I'm not going to let you do it.
And even
give you that chance.
And even on The Talking Dead, that's what they talked about.
I don't care if that's what they talked about. It was never going to happen.
So, yeah, I believe there's a lot of it's that weird tension though. Yeah,
delusional.
It's that weird tension. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and find out again next Sunday, 9:00. Walking Dead.
I understand that Negan can't be quite the leader that he was. It's a whole different situation now,
right?
But he's turned into too much of a sissy.
I don't think
he's taking it back too far.
I don't think he is. I think he's hanging back and letting them make their mistakes. He's got to let Maggie discover who she is and what she's doing.
Big of a bitch she is.
Right. Before he can, because he doesn't want to say "I told you so," but he's got to let it happen to make her be like, "Fuck, he was right," and then he can get it in. You know what I'm saying? You got to give her enough room for her to figure out that fuck, he was right, and then you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then they consummate the
right
relationship.
Yep. But still a great episode though. Like even though it lagged a little bit, there was a lot of story in there, a lot of shit that we needed to see, a lot of rebuilding everything into this, and a great cliffhanger for the first episode.
I'll give you that much.
Yeah.
The cliffhanger.
Okay.
I like the way they did it too.
What?
How they were panning, and then they stopped on Maggie. Then all of a sudden it says 6 months later, but it was like the same scene.
Right.
I thought that was I was like, wow, that's kind of sporty right there.
Yeah, I think they. I think they were just trying to cram way too much into one episode. That's why there was a lot of that.
From the way it looks, why do you think this new place wants people so bad?
Well, I think the more places they have, and the more people they have, the safer they feel. So, like, they're where they are. They have a certain amount of warriors that are in the fucking stormtrooper outfits. Clearly, they found a group of bad motherfuckers that have been able to survive with no guns anymore and have adapted to the world the way it is. So they're like, all right, well, these are the right guys to bring in with us, right? And I don't know why all these fucking people that are running these towns or these new villages or whatever you want to call it are so fucking sideways, dude. Like they're so like you just look at that dude and you're like, oh, he's a piece of shit. That dude's a fucking douche.
That's what power does to you, just in general.
No, I've never had any, so I don't fucking know. You know what I mean? Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they take it. Like, okay, because clearly the dude's fucking creepy, right? And he's not doing it for the right reasons, and he's not. You know what I mean?
He ain't even the main dude,
right? The blonde chick, right?
Yeah.
The strong Ellen.
Lance Hornsby.
Yeah.
And then Pamela Milton.
What do you think about those people? POSs or are they legit? Because I thought
I know one person related to Pamela that no one's gonna like, and he already showed up.
That the son?
And his name is Sebastian. I'm not kidding. That's his name.
Really?
Is it the son?
Yeah, that's the son of Pamela.
That's the one that Eugene hit, right?
Yes.
Fucking Eugene, bro. It's the hair. Gave him the strength to pop that dude in the mouth. Yup, for reals.
Yeah, I guess so.
Dude, can I just tell you that my pool has been a fucking nightmare from the beginning. Like, the guy came, put it in, he fucking put it in wrong, ripped a hole in it. I had to buy a brand new fucking liner, right? We put in a whole new pump, or you put in a whole new pump, all that bullshit runs great. Nothing with that.
Nice.
So I've been trying to find somebody to come and fucking clean the pool, right? Somebody to maintain it.
Thought you found somebody.
I thought I did too. But then they come and they're like, oh, well, and I explained to them, hey, it's a vinyl liner pool. It's semi, they call it a semi in-ground pool. So it's buried. There's only about 12 inches above ground, blah, blah, blah. Okay, yeah, no problem. Then they get here and they look at it. Oh, yeah, no, I don't do those kind of pools. The fuck you mean you don't do those kind of pools? So I had one guy come in, yeah, no, I don't do those. I had a couple of guys tell me over the phone, yeah, no, I don't do those. All right, cool. So I found one guy, said, yeah, I think I could do it. I'll swing by. So he sent somebody over. And this guy comes back and says, oh, yeah, no, this pool's going to cost you about $450 a month to maintain.
Damn.
So I was like, God. I said, you can leave, bro. I'm good. I'll figure out how to do this shit myself. Like, you're tripping. Oh, well, because you're going to need all these different chemicals. And you're going to need phosphates in there. And you're going to need blah, blah, blah. And I was like, no, bro. I'm not going to need all that.
Damn.
I'm cool, right? So then again, I call it, no, I'm too busy. I don't have routes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'll come by. They never show up. Right? So I was at work. And so before I did that, I finally said, fuck, I need to fucking find somebody before this fucking pool turns fucking green and get all this bullshit in here and blah, 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 right? So I went on Angie's List. You know, that website where you can go and you find somebody to come do your shit, right? So I found somebody. I booked them for next Monday. One visit, $275. But I said, it's going to be so fucking windy that Monday, by the time they get here, they'll just have, for $275, they're going to be here all fucking day cleaning it. I don't care what, it's just going to happen, And I was just like, fuck, I can't, I'm not going to pay $275 to have somebody clean a pool one time, right? So I waited. I remember this guy that came into my work had his own business. He was working for some guy and then he just switched and had his own business, but he's been doing it for years. So I caught him. He had come in and I was like, bro. I said, listen, I'm talking to him in Spanish. And he was all like, well, he says, I go to Rancho Mirage and like on Monterey shit. I'm right there on the other side of the freeway, dog. And he was like, well, he says, kind of far. He says, yeah, I'll do it for you. I'll come by. I'll be there tomorrow morning. All right, cool. Which was this morning. And the bottom of the pool, dude, from all the fucking wind and all this, it had a thick layer of shit in the corner, right? And I was like, fuck, this dude's he's gonna shit himself when he gets here, right? So he gave me a price, and I was like, dude, I don't want a discount, bro. I just need somebody to come and fucking do. I'll pay you what you want. I just want somebody to come and take care of it and maintain it. So he showed up, and I paid him what everybody else was asking me, not the $450, but what a normal pool guy for every 2 weeks or whatever charges. And dude, he fucking. I thought I was gonna come back and there was still gonna be stuff on the bottom because it was a lot.
Right.
You know what I mean? Dude, he fucking cleaned the shit out of that pool. And it's just real light sand, like from whatever else was coming in or whatnot. But dude, it was so like, I don't know if has there really been that many fucking pools built during the pandemic that you guys are so overwhelmed with fucking work?
It's not that so many pools have been built, but it's hard finding employees, just like every other business just about.
Really?
I can't find anybody to work.
Wow.
I've been looking. I've been putting the word out. I'm not taking on any new pools. I've turned down probably 5 in the last month.
Really?
And people asking me to give them a price. I'm like, no, it's not going to happen.
Holy shit. I was just like, and then last night, dude, Tony, it was so bad. Last night I had a fucking nightmare about the pool. I came out to clean it because, that little basket gets full of shit, and if you don't come out and clean it, then it's not circulating right. So I come out, I clean it in the morning before I leave for work, and I clean it when I get it home, right? Just to make sure that it's circulating. It's so bad that those little leaves that are on the tree that we talked about go through and they get into the pool pump, right? So what I did is I bought the little fish nets to fish out. So I take the top off, I empty out and clean the little basket, and I'm there with the fucking fish net taking out all the little fucking leaves because you can't do it with your hand, right? So I'm sitting there and I'm fishing out fucking little leaves out of the fucking pump and put it all back together, and then an hour later, 2 hours later, it's fucking full again.
That fishnet thing, you have it in your pump? Isn't that supposed to go in the basket at the skimmer?
No. I'm not talking about that net, the sock.
Okay.
I'm talking about an actual fish net that you use like at Walmart when you go buy fish to scoop fish out. I bought one that's about 3 inches round. The fish net so that I could fish out the little fucking leaves out of the pump. Because you can't do it with your hand.
Why don't you just remove the basket?
Because they go through the basket. The leaves are really fucking small. So they go through the first basket into where the pump's at.
Right.
And then when you pull out the other one, they go through that. So there's a bunch sitting at the bottom of that.
So let the filter catch that. It'll get sucked in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, I've been using it. I'm sitting back there, fucking, my hands are fucking cold as fuck because I'm, gotta pull the basket out early in the morning. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, you don't have to do all that.
Okay.
Yeah, there's gonna be some stuff that's gonna get through.
I'm just trying to be extra careful.
Filters,
But anyways, so I had this fucking nightmare last night. I came out and I took the basket out of the fucking out of the filter over here, out of the skimmer, right? Emptied it out, cleaned it, and then I walked around the corner to go clean the one out from the pool or from the pump. All that shit was gone.
Your equipment?
Yeah, there was no fuck. There was not, even the fucking pipes were gone, Tony. I was like, what the fuck? And then I turn around and look at the pool, and it was sand again. I was like, oh fuck, dude, you're having a nightmare. Stop, wake up. And I got myself out of it. But I was like.
Have you ever been? Have you ever had your car broken into?
Yes.
Like, what's the worst they've taken?
2 amps.
Okay.
2 amps and a stereo.
So not like Mojo where he comes out from going to school and his car's sitting on blocks, right? Cinder blocks.
That's so fucked
That
up.
actually happened?
He only had him one day, right? He got him that day?
Did he?
I think it happened the same day he got him.
No,
it was because he put in an alarm. It was the day he got the alarm, right?
Well, he did put in an alarm. Did we talk about that story before? on the podcast.
That's all right. Go ahead. Yeah.
It was Audio Vox back in the day.
So
wasn't that like a Radio Shack brand?
Oh yeah, that was like the worst brand you could ever buy. Like now it's like, God, like it was like Jensen and then Audio Box is how bad it was. It was below that.
He had a Toyota Celica, and he put some rims on it, like we did back in the day. And so he got a car alarm. So I was at his house, and we were going somewhere. So we were walking out. He says, "Oh, I forgot something." So he walks back in. So I opened the passenger door. I sit down, and I'm sitting there waiting with the door open. Cause I was just, waiting for him to come out.
Didn't even notice. And then he comes walking out. So I slammed it. So I put my feet back all the way in the car, and I slammed the door, and the alarm starts going crazy.
Holy shit!
Nice.
So one day, he was going to school. He woke up early. He woke up in the morning to go to school. He walked out, and his car was sitting on blocks. Fuck. And what makes that even worse is Manuel's brother Huicho coming from Desert Hot Springs, because where he lived,
right off the freeway,
right? Or
off of Geontry, right?
Is it Geontry? Yeah, Geontry. You can see his house from Geontry. So our buddy Manuel's brother was going to school, and he passed his house, and he saw it on blocks. He figured he was doing something with his rims, and he had to take them off.
Well, it was a Sosa's Market that was right there on the corner, right?
Yeah,
they had the best sandwiches, dude. Always that one, and the one on not Date Palm, Cathedral Canyon.
It's not Sosa's anymore,
but it used to be, right? Yeah, they used to have the best sandwiches, dude. Crazy.
Why we talk about that, anyways?
What?
Joe's car alarm. What were we just talking about? About
What's the worst thing you
had stolen?
Yeah.
What were we talking about there? Maybe let's talk about that.
What was I just talking about? Shit.
There was a point I was trying to make.
Because you had a dream.
Oh, about all the shit stolen.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
It's dude, it's so messed up. I've walked into somebody's backyard to work on their pool, and just like you said, pipes are just cut and everything is just gone. That is so gangster to walk back there and your heater's gone, your pump is gone.
They really do that shit?
Oh my God, dude. Gangster, kid. Oh, and I feel bad for them. Because it's like, they got you.
Wow.
They got you good. It hasn't happened in a long time, but it happens. At least it hasn't happened to any of my pools in a long time.
Holy shit.
But, I've gotten calls. It's been a while since I've gotten one of these calls, but somebody buying a house,
right?
Back in I don't know if they still have them, HUD houses. HUD.
Yeah. I think they still do.
Yeah, those kind of houses been sitting there for a while. Somebody buys it, all you see is just pipes sticking out of the ground.
Fuck.
They came and took everything.
Said if we got to leave, we're taking everything. Holy shit, dude. Yeah, that was the worst feeling. I fucking had to wake myself out of that shit. Hey, you used to wear Chucks, right?
Yeah, still do sometimes.
Yeah? You worn Chucks before, right?
Yeah.
Had it ever, at any point, did you look at the Chucks and think, hey, what are those little holes for on the side?
The air vents?
Right, like you knew what it was, right? When you saw it, you were like, "Oh, that must be for my feet to breathe," right?
Right.
Like there was nothing else needed to be said, right? Like you knew that. You?
Never thought about it.
Never thought about it?
Nope.
Dude, I saw this article on fucking Yahoo the other day. Like it was the biggest fucking thing that anybody's ever. Oh my God! Did you ever know what the little holes on the eyelids on the side of the fucking Converse were for?
What did it say it was for?
So I was like, oh shit, maybe it wasn't for breathing, right? And they said, yeah, you're not supposed to put shoestrings in it. It's ventilation. Well, of course it's for fucking ventilation, you idiot. What the fuck do you think it was for? Like you really had to write a fucking article about that shit?
And it didn't say it at the very top. It said it at the bottom of the article.
Yeah. Fucking waste of time. Fucking waste of time.
My nephew Johnny, we were at my mom's house this Sunday morning for breakfast, and he had the black Vans with the stripe on the side, the skater type.
Yeah.
He did something with his laces, and I wish I would have taken a picture of it to show it to you. It was like he had both black and white laces, but it almost looked like they faded into each other. And I was sitting there staring at him for like 5 minutes, trying to figure it out. And then he started telling me, he's like, yeah, I did something wrong on this one. Kind of see how I don't know if it was the white or the black lace kind of folded.
Mm.
And I was like, I would have never known had he not pointed it out. He's like, yeah, I got to learn how to straighten it out better. But I'm still like, how the fuck did you do that?
Dude, you know that there's fucking shoelace tutorials on YouTube, right?
No.
Yeah, dude, there's fucking...
I didn't know you would need them.
I didn't think so either, but one day something on Facebook popped up where they were showing, how they kind of speed it up. It almost looks like claymation, where they're tying shoes all different kinds of ways, and I was like, the fuck? So I sat there, and it was like a fucking 5-minute video, dude. I'm sitting there, and I'm like, wow, that's kind of... Oh, fuck, I never thought... Oh, that's kind of cool. Like, it's fucking stupid, but a waste of time, but... It's kind of cool.
We thought we were the shit when we got colored laces.
Right? Them fat laces, right?
Oh, I still rock the fat laces.
Oh, yeah, I do too.
Yeah.
I got them red and white Converse that got the red and white laces in them. Fucking dope. Sick shit. But yeah, if you need to fucking read an article to figure out what those are for, you're fucking...
Speaking of figuring something out, do you guys work with PCs at all?
Yeah. That's all we work with.
You don't fuck with Macs?
No.
Perfect. I had to buy a PC for work.
Okay.
A little laptop, one.
Okay.
And dog, I can't figure it out.
What can't you figure out?
I have to get a certain apps on it so I can work on automation that's Wi-Fi connected.
Okay.
And I couldn't use a Mac. I can't use a tablet. It has to be a PC that runs on Windows.
Okay.
So that's what I bought. Little joint. Little HP.
Okay.
$240. Perfect. I can't figure out how to download the apps. There's no Google Play Store on it, which I think I'm supposed to... Did I say it right?
Yeah, you said it right.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Continue.
There's got to be.
There's an app store on there.
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's not Google though. And I found the
application.
No, the to go online to search
the internet.
Yeah, but what would it be called on a PC?
Browser.
Okay, the browser, cool. And I typed in Google Play and a website for it popped up. So I don't know how I could download that to download apps. Dog, it's just nuts. PC's
Did you bring it with you?
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't know how to turn it off. Do you just push the button and hold it down?
No.
Okay, that's what I did. Because I can't figure out how to turn it off.
Dude, there's a little symbol in the corner, a little, like, Windows symbol in the corner, like 4 little white squares. Tap on that, and it comes up, and then on the bottom it says power. You click on that, and it gives you, like, 3 options.
You shut down, restart, or...
Standby.
Yeah.
Or sleep, or whatever it's called.
Dude, it's a whole different world.
It is.
And the thing is, I used to...
What fucking year is it?
I feel like... What the fuck?
If I put a Mac in front of you, you wouldn't...
just came out.
I can figure out a Mac.
The Macs are simple. Dude, there's one app store. There's one way of doing things. This is just nuts.
Yeah, they're super proprietary. And that's why it's like this. It's, you know what? Mac is really good for people that can't connect dots. And I don't
We know you can do.
Well, and I don't mean and I don't mean that like any kind of derogatory way, and I'll tell you why.
I do.
Because his grandfather has only ever used Mac at his house.
But he also has a PC.
But we used to be able to sit down and like, doing puzzles. Like I can see a puzzle before like to finish it, and I know how to put it together because I've already envisioned how it's going to go. He can't do that. You gotta, if you give that motherfucker you give him instructions to build a birdhouse, he's gonna give you a beautiful birdhouse. To where mine will be fucking, a little chweck because I could do it better like this, like, you know what I mean? Because
it'll look like a fucked up kid's gingerbread house.
Right. But his would be fucking immaculate. But if they're like, but I can figure shit out, and he can't. Like instructions, perfect. But to figure out how to do things and create your own step process in your mind to do it, he can't do that. So you're kind of like that. Like I'm assuming that's kind of like a Mac person's kind of deal.
Well,
we're offending. Not well. Yeah, we.
Well, it is complicated.
What is
this laptop? I'll be honest with you. I was just like, I can't believe I can't figure this out.
It's not that it's complicated.
I mean, I could have. Don't get me wrong. I could have got my Mac or my phone and typed in YouTube. Learn how to do it.
But at that point, you were too prideful.
No, I just didn't have time.
It's not that it's difficult. It's just that you're not used to using it.
Yeah.
Because if you had been using, PC the whole time and somebody handed you a Mac, you'd be like,
well, that's what I was saying. Was initially we used to be PC. I mean, the price difference is incredible. But once you get a Mac, you never go back. So
the only thing is that I've always worked in industries that had PCs.
Well, isn't that the case though? Majority of big businesses run on PC,
right? Because they're less expensive, and they're easier to use.
Actually,
and again,
easier.
They're easier to use because they're not proprietary, like Mac. Like you can't, like you have to use Mac shit on your Mac, or it's not gonna work. Like you can't. Like these computers have, memory that you can use or hard drives that you can use any kind of hard drive. In Mac, you got to do this and you got to do that.
But Mac, they give you everything you need. They have everything you need.
Yeah, you don't have Word.
Well,
Word.
Whatever Mac's version of Word is.
It's not the same though. Because you have to, if you use that, or at least you used to, I don't know, I haven't used a Mac in a long time, but you would have to do that, and then you'd have to find some sort of fucking converter to convert it from the DOCX or whatever the fuck it is that Mac does and change it into just a DOC. You know what I mean? Or you'd have to save it all in a PDF. That's all over your head?
PDF, no.
Yeah, no, okay.
Docs, yes.
Right, because they don't have docs.
Yeah.
And that's what Word saves as a document, basically. He can't fucking connect dots.
Doesn't mean I can't make fun of him.
God. But yeah, we can help you. I'll help you out with it. Maybe not tonight because we're gonna be out of here fucking late. But I'll help you out with it.
And I gotta help my little brother with his taxes apparently because nobody else knows how to do them.
Yeah, I don't know how to fucking do taxes. Have you ever done your own taxes?
Dog. When he asked you to help him out, I was like, I just took my daughter's taxes to our accountant because I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
There's no more 1040 EZ.
What? Yeah, there is.
No, there isn't.
What did you file on?
TurboTax?
No, I know, but the form.
I don't know.
No.
It has to be a 1040.
Yeah. It's got to be a 1040 easy.
No, there's no more 1040 EZ. It's just a 1040 now.
Really?
And 1040 is not very simple.
Yeah, I've never done my own. I've always taken them to somebody because
it's telling you to you have to look at other tax tables or tax schedules, section C, section 2, part C. I'm like, there's no investments. There's none of this stuff. 1040. I was like, give me a 1040 EZ. They're not there no more.
Wow. Yeah, I can't.
Can I charge him to help him?
Yeah. Why
Did
not?
you have to buy the app for that?
No, it's free.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's free, and I just got my biggest refund ever.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, when you go online, the IRS.com or .gov, it gives you certain, I guess, companies that would do it for free.
Okay.
So I assumed we could go there and just do it on their website and just submit it from there. But it was like, no, these companies, it was like they gave you like 4 or 5. Click on their website and they'll do it for free for you.
Interesting.
I didn't trust it though.
That's good. That's a good man, not trusting it. Smart.
It's like someone who uses a fucking Mac. Anyways.
Talking about IRS, talking about fucking connecting dots. That's why we couldn't do it. Fuck that. I could never. When they start talking like, yeah, go to section C and do. Nope, I'm out.
Dude, but the 1040EZ was never not anything like that.
Yeah, I've never. I'm serious. I've never. I was always afraid of fucking around with the. I don't fuck around with the IRS.
Yeah.
Take it to somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing and get me out of this shit. I'm good. You know what I mean? Not me. Don't play with that shit at all. Fuck, there was something I was going to bring up and I totally fucking spaced on it right now.
Speaking of TV shows and computers, my wife and I started watching Pam and Tommy.
Yeah.
Pamela Anderson and the Tommy Lee
Yep.
movie or series.
Right?
It's okay.
Not very great acting.
You know what? The 2 people that play him look exactly like him.
No, you're fucking crazy.
Dude.
The dude that plays Tommy looks like fucking
Looks like
Greco.
him.
No, he looks like fucking Greco from back in the day, dude.
21 Jump Street?
Yeah. He looked more like that dude than he does
doesn't look
Tommy.
like him.
No, you're fucking
I'm
crazy.
telling you, bro. There was a couple times like when he's playing the drums and stuff, I'm like, oh shit, that actually looks like him.
Mm-hmm.
So you
That's just
thought
because I've seen parts of it. Yeah, I think I'm about halfway through it.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it cracks me. I think this was the 3rd episode. And the dude that stole the tape, they're trying to figure out how to distribute it.
Right.
And nobody wants to take it because, legalities.
Right.
And then when he figures out about, we can put it online.
Right.
Well, I mean, me saying that is so common knowledge now. But back then, 95 or 97,
Right.
when he's trying to tell his buddy we could sell it on the worldwide, he keeps calling it the
World Wide Web.
The dude's like, is that computer thing? And he's like, yeah. He goes,
I don't get it. He said we could build a website.
Yeah.
A what? What's that? You're like,
we could just, all they got to do is, what is it? We'll sell it on the web. He goes, but how do you tell people you have it to sell? You don't have to. He's
they'll
like,
find it.
What do you mean? He's like, all they got to do is they'll just type, if they type in Pamela Anderson, we'll pop up. I don't understand. I don't get it.
It's fucking crazy, right? But remember we talked about that shit, like all the shit that we kind of came through on, like.
Dude, I mean, again, back in the show, when he was trying to find that piece for that toilet of his ex-wife.
Oh yeah.
Dude, he had that thick-ass phone book and was just calling and calling all kinds of places.
Yep.
And, dude, it was like, that's exactly what we used to have to do.
Yep. And then the dude even told him, yeah, we started a webpage. I've had 5 calls from California already. We're like, wow, that World Wide Web's fucking crazy, right? Be like, now, like, fuck, dude. Could you imagine? How long would it have taken to download that video back then?
Dude, but
Days.
just like on this again, back on that show when he first signed on to look for that part for that toilet,
Right?
and it was that sound.
Oh yeah.
Dial up.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude. Did you use AOL or Earthlink?
I used AOL.
Yeah. What was it? Net Zero. Remember that was the one that was for free. Yeah. Fuck. Come a long fucking way.
Do you when we hit the year 2000 from 1999, Y2K?
Yeah.
Did you do anything in regards to that?
Nah, I don't think I was that in tune with shit that was going on. Like I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, you weren't worried about all the, how they were saying clocks are going to be jacked up. And,
Oh yeah, because they weren't.
Cougars are gonna fall from the sky
Yeah.
or some shit.
Yeah.
dude, my wife's family tried to buy water, and I was like, come on, we're not doing that. We're not doing any of that. There's no way the government's going to let this country go down because...
You guys stocked up on toilet paper a couple years ago, didn't you?
Oh, you had to do that, kid.
Exactly.
So-
You had to do that.
Exactly.
So are we going to war with Russia?
Oh, we won't. No.
You don't think so?
No. We can't. They won't let us.
He's already
Who's
sent
they?
planes over there. What are you talking about? They won't let us.
We haven't sent planes to Russia.
Yes, he has.
He sent them to Poland,
It's a hop, skip, and a jump.
but we haven't sent them to Russia.
Because our president's a
We-
pussy.
How close is Poland to fucking
Hey,
Ukraine?
it's not our fight. We can't go to
It
war.
never has been our fight.
Can't go to war. It's not our fight.
Yeah, but
It never has been our fight, ever.
Well, the only reason why they're willing
Always
to.
involve ourselves.
Yeah, well, that's because the U.S. is caring.
Well, not only that. I mean,
Yeah, we're caring to get shit done.
when we fought. Wasn't it because they were members of NATO or something along those lines?
Okay, you want to go back to World War One or two?
I don't want to go to either. I'm just
So
asking you a
which one?
question.
Well, which one you want to talk about then?
World War II.
Okay, so in World War II, we didn't get involved until someone attacked us. But we were still selling munitions and weapons to the UK and France while they were fighting Germany.
Okay, so we weren't fighting.
No, but we still got involved.
Because you just said because somebody fucked with us.
We were involved before Japan attacked us by giving them weapons and stuff.
But we weren't in war.
But we were involved. I didn't say we were at war. We were involved.
But your pops
You're
asked
not
me if we were
hearing
going to
me.
war. Wasn't that your question?
Yeah, I said,
Okay.
are we going to war with Russia?
So you're not listening.
No, I'm listening. I said involved, you moron. Pay attention.
Okay, I'll talk to your dad then.
Fuck.
I'll talk to your dad then.
Okay, good. Go ahead.
Don't ask me. I don't know shit about history.
Oh, I'm just saying they're not a part of NATO, so we can't get in there. We can't do anything. We can pound our chests all we want, but
So what are the sanctions that he talked about that they were going to put on him today? Did you hear that?
Cutting off buying oil and stuff from them.
Well, great. Fucking our gas
don't
prices
get
are
me wrong.
going up.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I get all that, but as far as American troops going into war, I don't see that happening.
So about 6 months ago, I bought stocks in oil in a company in Oklahoma. So I'm waiting for them to call the guy in Oklahoma to go ahead and kick up production because we're not getting our shit from Russia anymore. We're going to have to stockpile that shit.
There you go.
Kick it on. And I'm going to smoke me a fat cigar like I'm a Texan and kick up my...
Oklahoma.
That's where the pipeline was going to be, remember?
No, remind me.
The pipeline from... It was Canada down, right?
Yeah.
And it was going through North Dakota and
The Midwest.
all that area there, in through and down to Oklahoma, because that's where the were. That's where the oil fields are, and they were trying to go through water or under a lake or whatever. And the natives like, whoa, hold on,
Yeah, right.
you
I
can't
remember
do that
yeah.
to our.
I thought there were only oil fields in like Texas. How far away is Oklahoma from Texas? Is it near?
Yeah, dude, that's like fucking 4 or 5 states away.
Well, that's not too
Oklahoma
close.
from Texas?
Yeah, because it's Texas, Georgia.
Oklahoma is right above Texas.
Is it? No, really?
You guys are fucking with me, right?
No, I wasn't good at geography. You know
This is
that.
a joke, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Somebody's fucking with me.
we were-
well, the panhandle, right, of Oklahoma.
Oklahoma is above Texas.
How come you ain't giggling at his ass?
Because I'm infuriated. This is America now. This is home soil. This shit is domestic terrorism.
You pulling up a map right now?
Yeah. Oh, he's right.
I know I'm right.
Goddamn. So it is. It's above it to the right.
Okay. Which is why I asked, because I thought only Texas had oil fields.
Well, I thought Oklahoma was further to the right.
Holy shit.
So what's to the right of it? What's that?
You would fail a citizenship test.
I would. That's why I'm glad I'm here.
Holy shit.
Not anymore. We got the interweb.
Fuck yeah. I know anything I want within minutes, seconds.
You barely got rid of your dinosaur ass internet fucking recently.
Yeah. Fucking Tony. What the fuck? No, not now. I just want to see the map. Not now. All right. Yep, so there's Texas. There's Oklahoma right above it.
Okay, nice.
And then to the right, you have, that was Louisiana on the bottom right.
Missouri,
Arkansas is right next to Oklahoma.
Georgia, Alabama,
And then,
Florida.
yeah, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee. Who knew? I didn't know they were that fucking close. Shit, maybe we should take a drive. Just kidding.
Holy shit.
What?
That was a terrifying conversation I just had.
Yeah, I was never good at fucking geography. You?
No,
I don't know where anything's at.
I got a basic knowledge. I knew Oklahoma was in the middle somewhere over there. I knew Texas was on the bottom.
Right?
I quit.
All right, Sebastian, have a cold drink of water. It'll be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. So you were watching TV shows. You were watching shows. You said you watched
Pam and Tommy?
Pam and Tommy. Have you watched a show called Inventing Anna?
No, I heard about it though.
Dude, that show's...
Isn't that the chick from Ozark?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
So she plays this chick that, like, in 2015, somewhere around there, she claimed to be a German or a Russian heiress. And that she had all this fucking money, and she infiltrated like all the highfalutin people in New York and got into that money culture with people, and they all gave her money. She never had to appreciate. My dad's keeping the money away from me right now. And then ends up starting.
Is that based on?
It's based on a true story. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Dude, it's really fucking good, dude.
Really?
Yeah. Like I was watching, I was like, get the fuck out! Like, how are these people like? These are supposed to be like really smart, like business savvy people, and they're just stupid as shit. I mean, on the show, they show her be kind of pimptastic, like she could use her words and kind of flip what you were doing and get into your head and make it kind of like you wanting to do this shit for her kind of thing. I don't know if she would really be that savvy on her feet. You know what I'm saying? Like the way she conquered these people. Like there was one, she went into a bank. She was going to borrow $40 million? $40 million because she was going to start a foundation. She was going to buy this big church, and she was going to turn it into like an art place and a woman's meeting center. Because there was always places for men to meet and talk about business and relax their day, have a cigar, have a drink or whatever. What was that?
Yeah, bars.
Yeah, kind of, but more exclusive clubs for rich people. Yeah, no,
Fuck that.
no, yeah. Sebastian's got a little hate for that place.
PSD?
So she wanted to create this, and she went in, and she was within days of getting all this money before she got arrested.
Wow.
Fucking crazy. To sit there and think that these people were just handing her money, dude. And she would go and stay at these fucking 5-star hotels, right? Like these big fucking beautiful hotels. And she would run up a bill of like 30 fucking grand before they would kick her out.
How many episodes is it?
Maybe 8, maybe 9.
You watched the whole thing?
Yeah, all of it. It's good, dude. The other one that's on there that's worth watching is I think it's just I don't know if it's a series like episodes or if it's just a show. It's called the Tinder Swindler.
Oh yeah. My daughter was telling me about that one.
Fuck, bro. You cannot believe. Again, some of these women were, fairly well off. And their desire for love and to want to be wanted made them so blind that they would go out and get loans for this guy. Like $65,000 loans, like financed their home.
What law did he break though? I mean, other than
Extortion?
was he extorting?
I don't know. I didn't watch the show.
He didn't get caught for that. That's not what they put him in jail for. He spent 4 years in jail, and all those women are still paying back all the fucking money that they borrowed for him.
So what did he go to jail for?
You know what? I don't fucking remember.
Okay, but it wasn't.
It had nothing to
over on them.
Nope. Absolutely.
My daughter watched that and she told me about it.
And he had done it to so many fucking women, dude. And he would change his name and change his name. The last girl really kind of fucked him. She turned it around on him. And she burned him pretty good, dude. But still, I'm sure it's not satisfying for them because he didn't get caught for any of the shit he did to them. And they still have to pay all that shit back.
Well, go ahead.
He's out now. And he's doing he's like a health guru that, you want to learn how to make money, come to my, he's like the fucking thieving Tony Robbins, you know what I mean?
Right. Well, I mean, back to these women.
Come to my Tinder.
I mean, it might be
seminar.
morally bad, but they're the ones that gave him the money.
Dude. You know what? I was watching it and I was right there with you. I was like, fuck, these broads are stupid. But if you stop and you think about the shit that this dude was saying. So, like, he would come on and he was on Tinder. Oh, yeah, they swipe right. He would, hey, I'm in town till this afternoon. I got to leave. I got to go to Dubai. I'm doing a fucking blah, blah, blah. And he said that he was part of a diamond group. His dad was supposed to be some big diamond dude, right? So then he'd go to Dubai, and then he'd come back, and, hey, you know what? I just want to tell you, I missed you. I had, I thought about you, blah, 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 whatever, whatnot. So he'd string him along a little bit. And then after about a month, right, he's traveling somewhere else. And then he says, listen, I really got to tell you about what's going on in my life. Like, I go to these countries and, I have to go buy diamonds. And, sometimes people in town aren't happy about what we're doing. And sometimes I get chased and all these things are going on, right? So all of a sudden he's like 3:00 in the fucking morning, right? And he calls this broad. He says, hey, I'm okay. My bodyguard, somebody tried to stab me. My bodyguard got hurt. And there's a picture of the bodyguard in the back of an ambulance. The dude's got a little bit of blood on him. His bodyguard has a big scar on his forehead and he's all bloody, got a black eye. And he was a big dude. And so now the chick's fucking freaking out, right? He says, don't worry, we're safe now. Everything's going to be okay. I don't know how they found me, but we got to figure it out, blah, blah, blah. So then he calls them. Hey, I found out they're tracking me through my credit card. I hate to ask, but can you do me a favor? Can you send me some cash? Go get a loan, whatever it is. I'll take care of it. I'll send you money. I'll get it taken care of. I just need to get out of town. And the only way I can do it is with cash because these guys are tracing my credit cards. And I don't want them to know where I'm at because my life's in danger. Right? So they would send him this. They would send him like $25,000. They would go get these loans for $25,000. And okay, here you go. And then he would take that fucking money and he'd go party in another city and meet another woman while he's partying and do the same shit to her. So he's partying, like he would go and he would like basically buy out a nightclub. He's there, he's fucking champagne's flowing, like just partying it up. And then 2 days later, he's calling the girl again. Hey, I know, you know what? I'll get it taken care of. I just got to get back to base camp with my dad, and we'll send you the money, blah, blah, blah. So then he would send, like, let's say it was, he borrowed, $25,000, then another $50,000 or another $25,000. He would send him $100,000, right? So then he would keep doing it, and he would borrow more. One of the girls, he told her, "Hey, listen, I'm gonna put you on, or let me borrow your credit card so I can buy these flights." And there wasn't enough on her credit card, so he said, "Okay, I'm gonna go online and I'm gonna create you a fake pay stub to make you an employee of my diamond company. You get on the phone with American Express and show them how much you're making with the W-2 or the pay stub I'm giving you, so they increase your limit."
Wow.
He put that she made $140,000 like every 2 weeks or some shit, right?
Yes.
So they bumped up her fucking limit, like, no fucking problem, man. We got you taken care of.
$6 billion. Like,
so here she is. Now she's committing fraud because
it's a fake pay stub.
it's a fake pay stub. It's a fake place where she doesn't work. She's lying, right? So she can't go to them and say, "Oh, well, fuck it.
And also,
I don't know.
That dude doesn't exist.
Right." So now he's using the fuck out of her credit card, runs it up, never pays her. She's left paying that back, plus all the loan shit already taken out for him. And she's still paying it back. And here's the stupid part. Are you ready? She's still on fucking Tinder.
Oh, wow. I think at that point I would have just offed myself.
She's still looking for love on fucking Tinder. Oh, I still swipe right. And you wonder why you're fucking paying. Are you serious? Like, holy shit, dude. How, like...
Yeah.
You know what it is? Things like that have been going on all the
Forever.
time. Forever. It's just a different way of doing it with technology now.
Yeah.
You know, dudes been
Doesn't
lying to
matter if you're on a Mac
girls.
or a PC.
Dudes been lying to girls. Girls been lying to dudes. It's the game.
That's a whole different fucking level, though. You know, there's a difference between saying, you know, baby, you know I love you, just so you can get it in, as opposed to, hey, I love you. These dudes are trying to kill me. Get a loan against your house and send me $35,000.
Wow.
And this dude had pictures of him with like all these. So at one point, you know what? I don't have any cash on me, but come see me, and I'll give you one of my watches. And he had these like box full of watches. So she took the watch. She took it. It was fake. Be like, fuck, dude. Like, you knew all this shit was going, and you still trusted him.
Yeah.
You still now on top of all the money that you owed him, you spent money to go see him where he was at, to get a fake watch, and now you got to pay your own way back home. You got to watch it, dude. Like, watch it, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck are these ladies thinking?
Did you ever watch the one that was it Fire Island?
Fire Island?
It was a concert promoter. He hooked up with Ja Rule, and they made commercials for some like 3-day concert, trying to do their own Coachella Fest on a island.
They actually talk about that in Inventing Anna.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, one of the guys that she was involved in was involved with that.
I gotta watch that one too.
Yeah.
They said that was just crazy.
Really? It's amazing what people are able to get away with these days. I think
What people will believe.
yeah, if you're willing to sit down and pitch it to somebody and you can make them believe it, they'll give you the fucking world, bro.
Well, you know what I just watched, my wife and I? We have to talk about Bill Cosby.
You're telling me we have to, or that's what it's called?
That's what it's called.
Okay.
It's a 4 hour, 4 episodes.
Oh, 4 episodes.
Is that
Okay.
what they called the one about Michael Jackson, too? We have to talk about Michael Jackson. I don't know. I know they came out with one recently about that.
Maybe.
Maybe not recently.
I mean, it's good. Because we grew up on Bill Cosby, the Cosby Show especially.
I
Right.
don't know about on Bill Cosby, but I get you.
It's really good, dude. It's bugged out, the stuff that he used to do. I mean, we already know, but I mean, they really talk about. Interview a lot of the women that he drugged and raped.
Really?
Dude, it's
But-
bananas.
Let me ask you a question. Maybe I shouldn't.
Okay, and we're going to leave it at that. Nope, don't even try it.
If you're a woman
Okay,
just bear with me real quick. I'll just ask one question and I'll stop. If it's too much, we'll stop. Okay. I think it's a fair question.
Bill Cosby never said that.
If you're a woman in your early stages in your career and you get in contact somehow with Bill Cosby, right? And Bill says, "That's great. Come back to my room. And we'll share a little whatever," right? So you have to, like, he was such a huge star. And like, is it just men that think that women want to come up and, or like they have to know that that's part of the process, like, or is it?
I think because he had such a reputation of being Mr. Straight, Mr. Married Man with a family.
Me and my wife Camille.
He did. I mean, and they talked about this. He did a lot for his community. He was remember he was on a show called I Spy.
Yeah.
I never knew this. They said back in those days, up until this point, pretty much, if it was a black actor doing a action scene that they needed a stunt double, they would hire, the stunt doubles were all white. They would literally paint them black.
Really?
Yeah. Bananas, kid. And when he got that show, I Spy, and they were going to do that, he was like, no. Plenty of black actors there that could be stunt doubles. You need to find a black actor. And so they actually showed it. They showed a scene on Gomer Pyle, and there was like 2 black actors in the Marine Corps that they were in.
Right.
And they just pretty much said, he looks like Bill Cosby, let's get him.
Nice.
And he was like Bill Cosby's stunt double for years after that.
Really?
And just because he barely looked like him.
Wow.
But it was just stuff like that he
broke barriers.
Yeah, he did. But they were saying all this shit he was doing on the side.
Yeah, he broke barriers in more ways than one.
It was all the backroom shit he was doing.
I mean, you got to feel for these women though. Some of them were like, they didn't know what happened to him. They were like, I had a drink with him. I woke up in my bed in my house. I don't know what happened. Yep. I have no idea what happened. I don't want to. Some of them were like, I don't want to know.
So he would do whatever he did, and then he'd have somebody take them home.
Even on his show, they'd send girls up to his room, to his dressing room. So like, I guess he had like an assistant, if you will.
Right.
That the dude's dead now, like because he was older already. The assistant.
Right.
And they were like, he knew where all the bodies were. That dude, because the one that would set all this up for him. Dude, it's really, because we know him, it's like the Pam and Tommy.
Right.
Because we know that's our era in a sense. It's a really good show.
Wow. And what's it called?
We have to talk about Bill Cosby.
All right, I'm going to check it out. That sounds interesting to me.
One thing that like the very last episode, towards the end actually, they were talking about him and they were saying, like, what's your description of Bill Cosby? And it's just messed up. Not messed up because it's what he deserves. But they're like, he's a rapist who had a hit show in the 80s. He was a rapist that had some hit records in the 60s and the 70s.
Wow.
And it's like, wow. And then they had like a therapist on, and they were saying how, I could be getting this wrong, I just remember her quote. She said something along the lines of, it's more not normal. It's like sexual abuse is there's a lot of it out there that we choose to accept type deal. That's what I'm saying. And she was saying, a lot of people ask, are you a victim of sexual abuse? Asking women that.
Right.
And she says, we need to start asking men, are you a sexual predator? And I was like, oh, shit. Because it's just so rampant.
Jesus.
That why are we asking, like, if someone's been sexually abused, why can't we ask if they're this person, if they're an abuser?
Well, it's the same thing of like, instead of, I can't remember what it was, but it's the same kind of thing. It's like, well, why ask what she was wearing instead of why he did what he did?
Yep.
Same side of that coin.
They had
You keep your fucked up mouth shut.
It was at one point they had a couple dudes they had one guy from the Cosby Show. He was like the oldest daughter's husband, and he played the oldest daughter's husband.
Okay. Oh yeah.
He was saying that him and another of the characters, their dressing room was like a broom closet, and they were regulars on the show. And he was saying, it's dumb to think about it now, but I always thought to myself, this girl is on for one episode. Like, she's just going to be like a cop. Why she get a big old dressing room and the two of us have to share a broom closet? And they were just like, oh, that's just the way it is, I guess.
Fuck. Wow. Because Bill Cosby ain't getting nowhere with you. That's why.
It was actually pretty good. Really interesting.
Wow.
A couple of last weekend or the weekend before. No, it was last weekend, I think. No, the weekend before last. My brother and I binge watched Boba Fett.
Oh, you like that?
No.
Fuck off. Get the fuck out.
Really? You didn't like that at all?
No, I wouldn't say I didn't like it at all. I think The Mandalorian was so good that Boba Fett wasn't as good, so I didn't like it. No, you know what? I didn't like it.
Okay,
I thought
good.
it could have been better. Mandalorian was off the hook.
I wouldn't say that either.
You didn't like The Mandalorian?
I didn't say that. I wouldn't say that it was off the hook. Now, the Mandalorian, the only thing I didn't like about it was like it was like watching or playing Red Dead Redemption, because he would go somewhere to do something and then they would send him on a mission. He'd go to do, and then they'd send him on a mission. Like, oh, you got to go do this first, and then you gotta. It was like watching a video game, kind of that concept. That makes sense.
Okay.
I liked Boba Fett, and I liked it even more when the Mandalorian joined the show.
Yes, I think it added to it.
I think it definitely added to it, and I hope that he's in it more going forward, or that they merge the two shows.
I didn't like it. I didn't like the kids, like the street kids.
Okay, nobody liked kids.
Yeah, the fucking motorcycle. They were like the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
They each had a fucking colored motorcycle. Like,
they each had a different. The one dude had the thing that went over his eye.
what was telling him? Isn't that the dude from the Teen Titans? It was the black kid with the scope eye. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that I didn't like.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was that great.
Have you watched on HBO Max? Have you watched what's that fucking
Peacemaker?
show? Yes.
Peacemaker's off the
Of course
hook.
you like Peacemaker.
Fucking hilarious,
Dude,
right?
I've watched 2, maybe 3 episodes.
Good, dude. It's
Dude, that show is... You don't like that? You're crazy. You are bananas, kid.
I was watching it, and I don't even remember what the fuck happened, but I remember watching it, and I fucking laughed. Like, I don't like fucking burst out laughing like that when I watch it.
Dude, it's the dumbest fucking thing.
Because it's so out of pocket as opposed to anything that anybody's doing, and you're like, okay, yeah, they fucking went above and beyond.
Peacemaker's hilarious.
Yeah.
From the gate when he was talking to the janitor at the hospital,
Oh yeah.
and the janitor's, he's like, any cops looking for me? He's like, who are you? He's like, I'm a superhero. He's like, you are? What's your name? Peacemaker. I don't know nobody named
Where's your
Peacemaker.
cape? Yeah. Where's your cape?
He goes, now Aquaman's a superhero. Dude's like, fuck Aquaman. He's like, why would you say that?
Remember all that shit, because you're gonna need it at the last
right?
episode. Yeah.
Way to fucking blow that out of the water.
Why? Now he's gonna expect it. It's not gonna ruin it for him.
Well,
no?
when he said, Aquaman has sex with women, that's okay. He has sex with guys, I'm okay with that. But when you start having sex with fish? And dude's like, that's bullshit. I don't believe you. He goes, this dude on Twitter says Aquaman pays him $50 to bring in a fish.
That show's fucking hilarious.
Dude, that show is fun. Dude, I think it was the second episode where he hooked up with that alien chick.
Oh yeah.
And then he was jumping off her balcony, and he kept having to jump to another. And he kept falling when he would land. Dude, that shit was so funny. You didn't find that funny?
I didn't watch it.
So-
I watched part of the first episode and walked away. And then I watched part of the 5th or 6th episode now.
So here's the thing about that show is that I didn't like him in the Suicide Squad when he was a part of that.
That was funny. He was funny in that movie.
I didn't think so. I just because he's such a large fucking man. You know what I mean? And it just I don't know, there's too many guys that are trying to be and be in that sarcastic, dry fucking
Niche.
yeah. And it's just like, no, just try something else. But then I watched the first one of Peacemaker, and I was like, I didn't really care for this fucking dude on that. And then I watched that, and I was like, all right, I'll watch the next one. And I watched it, and it started getting funnier and funnier, and kind of, you know what made it is the black girl, what's her name's daughter, is such a good spin-off for him. You know what I mean? Like she's a good straight person for him.
So to those who don't know, that would be Amanda Waller's daughter, correct?
Yes,
From
Amanda
the
Waller's
Suicide
daughter.
Squad movie.
Yes.
I wouldn't have known her name either.
Yeah.
I only know because that's one of the episodes I was watching. He goes, "That's her daughter." I go, "Who?" The black lady.
And there's only one in the show, so he knows what I'm talking about.
I only know her from Orange Is the New Black.
Oh yeah. What was her?
I don't know her name. I don't remember her name in that show.
It was Cookie, wasn't it?
I don't
Because she was friends with Poussey.
remember anybody's names.
Yeah, that was a little thin girl that she used to hang out with. That was always in the fucking library.
Hey, I watched like the first season.
How you gonna bring up Orange Is the New Black and not know who Poussey is?
But Peacemaker's dad, dog,
Yeah.
racist. Oh, dude, he's
All
so
the dudes
funny.
in the hoods. Holy shit, dude. Yeah,
That
it's
was hilarious.
and the fucking eagle, Eagly, is that his name? His eagle's name is Eagly.
I was there for that dumb shit.
That show's hilarious.
Uh,
dude. I can't believe you don't watch that. Dude, that show's funny.
Oh my god. I think that's all I've watched though. Did you ever watch the last episode or the last season of Ozarks?
No.
No? Dude, you gotta watch that shit, dude.
Yeah, that's another one I gotta watch.
It ends and you're like, holy shit. Like, the next one that they come up with, like, it's just gonna be it's gonna be on from the get. It's gonna be fucking on.
There's another show I started watching. It's called Flatbush Misdemeanors or Misdemeanors on Flatbush. Flatbush is a street in New York.
Right?
It's actually pretty good. You have to find the humor in it sometimes, but it's pretty funny.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I don't know if I can trust you on that one.
Yeah.
it's a lot of East Coast humor. The way they speak,
So it's not funny.
you just have to find the funny in it.
All right. I'll give it a shot. I mean, you tried mine, so I'll try that out. Check it out for you. So there's something that I want to bring up. And you have to bear with me on this because I'm a little not sure about this whole thing. So, you know who Victoria's Secret is, right? They sell lingerie and women's undergarments, right? So they just made this big announcement. And I guess I'm just kind of confused at who their target audience is because, before they would have these really beautiful women. Not that this person's not beautiful, but they'd have these, models that were really like just what your average idea of what beautiful was, or what the world has always said beautiful was, right? And they would, all over their magazines, all over all their fucking advertising, right? So they just announced that they're going to have the first ever model for their lingerie that has Down syndrome.
Okay.
My question is, who are they going after? Because, like, no, seriously, are they waiting for them to send the magazine to a house where a girl has Down syndrome and be like, I want that? Who's going to go in and say, hey, you know that the magazine with the girl with the Down syndrome? I want what she's wearing. Where's that at? Now, don't get me... And here's the other thing. If you look at the girl... She like most of the time when you see a kid with Down syndrome or a person with Down syndrome, they have a really round face.
They
like
have
it's
a look
very
to 'em.
right.
Yes, I
and
agree with that.
it's very discernible. You could tell,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
This girl is not that downy. Like she's like, it's not like you look at her and you're like, well, maybe she's got a little something
Hold on,
going
let me
on.
pull it up.
And then we'll put pictures and a link to the story on our Instagram. What is it? Madhouse Sideshow?
You got to learn this on your own.
So you can go on and check it out.
You're telling me you can't tell that girl doesn't have Down syndrome?
Yeah, I don't think she's like, it's not prominent, dude. Like, you don't look at it. Yeah, she doesn't look like she has Down syndrome to me. She looks like a normal girl.
If you would have told me she was, yes, I'll agree with you.
Not,
If you would have told me she had Down syndrome, I wouldn't have. She looked normal.
okay, and
That picture right there, she does not look, because you pointed it out. Yeah, I can see it.
right. But if not, you would know, right?
Right, not from that picture.
Now, here's another thing that I'm going to point out, and this is going to sound really fucked up, but I'm going to say it anyways.
You're gonna get yourself in trouble.
No, I'm going to ride this one. I don't give a fuck what anybody
Guilty by
says.
association.
So, what? Okay, so they chose the one girl with Down syndrome that had a nice figure. Tell me I'm wrong. Don't.
No, I'm letting you sink your own ship. Fuck you.
What do you mean she? Okay, first of all,
Most of them look like Peter Griffin's
Stop
son.
talking. Stop talking. Stop it. They're gonna make a new circle in hell for you.
Dude, it's a fair question. Like I'm surprised people aren't
you know what?
up in arms about it.
In a lot of these pictures, I'm gonna be honest with you. She, if you wouldn't have pointed that out, I probably wouldn't have guessed it. In a lot of the pictures.
Now, here's the question. If you're looking at the pictures, right? And for the most, like that's 2 out of 3, right? That says she doesn't look like she has Down syndrome, right? So, and if you were really making a move, right, to say, hey, we're gonna, like, hey, let's use this girl. She's really pretty. She has Down syndrome, but let's give her a shot to be in the magazine, and let's do that, right? And if you were making the move for the right reasons, you wouldn't advertise that that's what you were doing.
Well, okay.
Because-
hold on. Stop.
Go ahead.
Wherever it is that you saw this, was it Victoria's Secret article that says their model is, or was it another company saying Victoria's Secret has a model that has Down syndrome?
Well, obviously, it's not Victoria's Secret that's going to go out and publish it. They don't have
there you go.
They don't have a
That's your own
publication,
question.
but somebody had to tell the people. I didn't read the article, so I don't know if
Maybe
they've got.
the girl's mom said, my
So-
daughter has Down syndrome.
So I don't know if they have
Victoria's
quotes
Secret,
from.
She can handle her own business.
Yeah. So I just, what you're saying makes sense.
Right.
I don't necessarily, like I said,
You don't necessarily think it was Victoria's Secret that leaked it?
I'm not saying that. What do you mean by leaked it? It ain't top secret.
Well, it was until the pictures come out. Here's my thing. It never should have been. If they were doing it for the right reasons, it never should have made it into a story. It should have just come out. Make sense?
Maybe it did come out, and that's what made it a story.
And if it did come out and made it a story, why is it a story? If we're supposed to stop looking at people as anything different, whether it's color or I don't know what's the right word, not anti-ability or disability. Now, what are you supposed to say?
The
Different
reason
ability.
it's a story is because she's the first one.
Different ability.
Different ability.
It's because she's the first one.
But why does
Hopefully, the first of many.
the people that open the magazine would like, oh, okay, cool. Like, why do they need to put it out there? And especially, I think the only reason why they had to put it out there is because she doesn't even look like she has it.
You lost
Keep
me on
digging,
that one.
homie.
You lost me on that.
The only reason, like I'm saying, the only reason why they had to put it out there that, hey, we have a model that has Down syndrome, the first ever.
Again,
it had
you're
just
assuming.
hold on. I let you talk. Let me finish. That they put it out there like that, when most people probably would have just flipped through the pages and never even realized that the girl on the page had Down syndrome. And congratulations to her, by the way, for pursuing what she wanted to do, and make way for other girls with disabilities or whatever, however you're fucking supposed to say it. That way they can achieve the things that they want to, even if it's in print or modeling or whatever it is. That they have the ability to be beautiful and do those things too. You know what I mean?
So then we need to hit up Calvin Klein and let them know that they need to start putting Down syndrome models in their underwear.
Yeah. They need to put in a chubby kid with Down syndrome in their jeans and or in their underwear where he's got his, you know what I mean? Like, just like they would anybody else with, you know what I mean? Just like they do all their other fucking print ads. No, you guys aren't with me on that?
No.
You're fucking scaring me.
Why?
Because there's a first time for everything.
There is.
And
again, I applaud them for doing that.
Okay, that
But what I'm saying is it never should have been pushed out into the media like that. Like, oh, well.
But you're blaming Victoria's Secret for that, when you shouldn't be.
Well, I don't know. I didn't read the article. I just know that it happened. I just saw it and I skimmed through to look at the pictures. I was like, fuck, she has what? So you know what I mean?
But she's
pretty.
yes, pretty.
I could see why they chose her.
Yeah. I see it.
I don't know. Am I alone on this? You guys are fucking quiet. You guys are making me uncomfortable. You're so quiet. Holy shit. All right, so how was your birthday?
Birthday wasn't bad, actually.
No? What'd you do? What kind of fun did you get into?
My kids came down.
Hang on at the retirement home?
It's a comment kind of like that came up. I'll get to it. My kids came down Saturday morning. I had to work because these winds out here, crazy. Like I told you, my niece, her daughter, they had a little birthday party. She turned 4 at the park.
Right.
So we went over there, hung out, which was cool. They had a piñata. And the reason why I say that is because they let my daughter take a couple swings at it.
Oh, shit.
Because all the little kids couldn't break it.
Right.
And she fucking mauled it.
And it almost happens every time.
Somebody gets plunked in the
Somebody
face.
gets hit.
It's not a party. It's not a piñata party with a piñata until somebody
And
gets
the
popped.
funniest thing is that a girl who was swinging hit a little boy, which actually turned out to be her brother.
Oh, shit.
And the funny thing is it was like on a backswing. So she like went from over her head to come straight down.
Right.
So when she went back, she popped him right in the head. And here's the thing. I have never seen a piñata when they're hitting it and kids listen to the adults when they say,
Wait.
you have to wait until we tell you to go. Every time I've been to a piñata party it's always the same conversations.
Yeah.
And no kids ever, parents always say it, and kids never listen to it. And there's always a kid that gets hit by the stick.
Always. It's not a party until somebody gets popped.
That shit was so funny because that kid got popped, and I was like, oh. And one of our favorite listeners, Raymond Magana, because it was that party.
Oh, okay.
Him and I were standing there. And, dude, they were swinging. And, you know, nowadays they make them, like, kind of strong.
Okay.
To be honest. And he goes, my money's on the next Mexican kid, that next Mexican kid that's coming up. Because there was, like, a lot of white kids there.
Right.
And I started laughing. He goes, see the one in the green shirt? I was like, yeah. He goes, that's my money is on him. I said, why is that? He goes, because I coached him in Little League, and that boy could swing. He goes, watch, he's a lefty. And sure enough, as soon as he get that stick, he's like a bat, dude, on his left side. I just started dying laughing.
That's hilarious.
So we did that. Oh, and while we were there, you know, we sang Happy Birthday to her and everything. And my goddaughter, she got me a little cake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so they actually sung Happy Birthday to me.
Aw.
Yeah, and, you know, I really appreciated it. You know, I had no idea. I just don't, it's not me. I don't like the attention turned on me.
Since when?
I'm calling bullshit on that one.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
I don't want to hurt your feelings.
No, please do.
In the few months that I've known you, you seem like you just want attention. That's it.
No, not me. I don't like.
You like personal attention, not where everybody's watching you attention, like group attention.
Okay, you think I want personal attention from you?
From anybody.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, we can discuss that off air. So yeah, it was just a little awkward for me because, you know, everyone's singing Happy Birthday to me and looking at me, and I just was like, oh wow. Okay, you know,
Right.
sweating, waiting for the song to end.
Really?
Yeah.
It bothers you that bad?
Yeah, kinda.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay.
So my wife was working at the time, so it was just the kids and I there. So we met up at Outback for dinner.
Nice. Haven't been out back in forever.
Yeah, service was great. It was like the restaurant was back to normal. Our waitress didn't even have a mask on, which
Breathing all over your food.
Did you take your little bell with you?
we did that. My daughter was going out afterwards. So,
On your birthday?
well,
Wow.
that's where the retirement home kind of comment came in.
Okay.
Because we were going home to sing me happy birthday with just the four of us, and they were going to give me my gifts. And so I was like, she got invited to go to this little party thingamajig, and I was like, you rolling? You know, go right ahead. And so my wife was like, it's your dad's birthday. And I didn't have a problem with her leaving. And she goes, it's almost 8 o'clock. Dad's going to be going to sleep in a little while.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. Go ahead. Go have fun. Shoot, I'm okay with it. So we went home. They sang me happy birthday. That was cool. The next morning, we went to have breakfast at my mom's house with my brother and his family.
Nice.
It was real nice. And then went home and did nothing. It's my kind of birthday.
Just chill, relax at home.
Yep.
Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Real nice.
So what'd you get?
I got a lot of money. That's all
Nice.
I asked for, really. A lot of gift cards.
Is there something particular that you wanted to buy that you wanted money for?
Yeah. Piece of furniture I'm trying to get.
A piece of furniture.
Yeah.
Like for home or what?
For entertaining.
What is it?
Let
If you don't mind me asking,
me see if how can I explain it?
indoor, outdoor.
Either or. It's for a mixer, if you will.
Okay.
It's a mixer stand.
Oh, like a coffin. The coffin or the X things? They go under it. Like the piano stands?
More like a pillar with a
Okay.
counter on it,
Okay.
and the mixer goes inside of it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I'd rather not spend that kind of money on it myself. So I just wait and start saving and
Right on.
yeah.
So it's not one that you're going to have built. It's already one that you can just buy?
I was thinking about having one custom built
Right?
because nephew's father-in-law is a woodworker,
Okay.
a carpenter, and he could do it.
But he doesn't want to.
No. He even tells me, tell me the measurements, tell me exactly what you want, send me some pictures, and he'll get it done. But because this is more specific to it, as far as dimensions, as far as like racking, putting racks in the bottom of it,
Right.
stuff like that, it'd just probably be easier just to get one that's
Well, do you have a lot of stuff that would go in a rack?
no,
No?
not a lot.
Oh, okay. It's just like your amp and stuff like that?
Right. But I would need some racks, or else I would have to put it somewhere else because it's more of a center pillars, like really narrow.
Right?
So I don't want anything on top, if that makes sense.
No, absolutely.
So either I get long cords and put it somewhere else. The amp, the the surge protectors, the conditioners,
Right.
stuff like that. Or I can, again, specifically made to have racks. You can put it all in there.
Right. Because the racks are only, everything mounts at 19 inches.
Exactly.
Yeah. I just found that out. I was like, oh,
is that right?
Yeah, because when I bought that piece, I was like, fuck, dude, now I can buy a rack. And I'm looking, like, fuck, I don't know how long everything is and everything. I just had to research it all and figure it all out. But that sounds kind of cool.
Yeah.
How close are you?
Probably halfway there now.
Halfway?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, it's expensive, but it's not all that expensive.
Right.
But again, it's an expense that I'd rather not spend on myself like that.
What'd your brother get you?
Half cash and half Amazon gift card.
Who got you the sign?
Oh, my old lady and the kids got me that.
Oh, okay. Tell them what it is. No, we'll put it up on Instagram later too, if that's cool with you.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay. Right on.
Yeah, yeah. So, how was your guys' weekend?
Good. You know what? I had the 3 days off. I spent a lot of time in here, rewiring everything and getting everything cleaned up in here because we were I had trouble in the studio with some stuff and wires were everywhere. And I finally got tired of it. Bought the right stuff, replaced a few things, bought a rack for all the stuff, and got everything rewired and put away. And spent a lot of time in here.
You know, isn't it amazing how when you get these new things and how you can condense everything, and now you have so much more room in here.
Yeah, it feels like it's a lot larger, right?
That corner that used to have that little tripod shelf
Right.
deal. Now that that's gone, it makes the room look so much bigger.
Right, that's what I thought too. I was like, wow. Next we'll be getting rid of probably get rid of that chair right there. That'll probably be about it in here.
This table that everything's on, did you make this?
I had it made. A friend of mine made it. Not bad. It needs to be a little bit bigger, I think, though. A little bit wider. That way you guys have room to put stuff on. And
Sunday night, remember how you asked when I said that you sent me that text and I'm usually asleep at that point?
right?
Well, we went out to eat. My sister-in-law is working for and possibly going into business with a Vietnamese restaurant
Oh, nice.
called the Rooster and the Pig in Palm Springs.
Okay.
This place is incredible. Only open for 4 hours a night, Wednesday through Sunday.
Okay.
And they don't take reservations. And dude, on Sunday she was telling us at 5 they open at 5. By 5:30 they had to stop taking names. I
Really?
couldn't believe how popular this place was.
Really?
Dude, incredible. And I'm not the type of person, as you already know, that
ventures out.
Yeah. But my wife and kids really wanted to go, which I told them go. But they were like, you got to come with us and da-da-da. Wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising. What'd you have?
Some sort of crispy beef,
Okay.
white rice, pork fried rice,
That sounds good right now.
shrimp, something. They had a couple of things of sushi, a sushi type of a dish.
Okay.
One with shrimp, one with chicken. Sweet beef and noodles, and these like beef egg roll type deals. Now I tore up the beef egg rolls and the crispy beef and white rice.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, and if you're Filipino, please don't get mad. It's just a place of ignorance. I don't know. Was the beef egg rolls that you're talking? Was it like lumpia? Do you know what that is?
Lumpia is more of a noodle, isn't it?
No, lumpia. That's pancit. That pancet's like that clear noodle.
Okay.
What was the other one that I said?
Lumpia.
Lumpia is like the little Filipino burritos, like egg rolls.
Yes, they're similar. They
Similar?
were cut up to where they were more of a bite.
Oh, okay.
And then here's where my personality comes in.
Okay.
It had a dipping sauce that was like teriyaki sauce.
Okay.
So I would dip this egg roll bite into it and eat it.
Okay.
And then after I ate it, my daughter says, "So how'd you like the fish sauce?" And I was like, "You kidding, right?" And she goes, "Well, that's what it said on our menu. It's fish sauce." And I was like, "Yeah, I don't like it."
Even though it was good and you liked it.
I didn't dip it anymore.
Did it taste fishy when you?
No.
Because this Filipino kid that I worked with, when I was up in the Bay Area, there was this market that was like an Asian market, right? And they would do barbecues on the weekend. So, oh, come on, man, I'm going to take you down and we're going to get some Filipino barbecue and blah, blah, blah. And so he got out. Oh, it's a long wait for that, but I got us some fish balls. The fuck are you talking about? Fish balls, dude? How many you got to eat of those? Like, can't have huge nuts. Like, what are you talking about, right? So I guess they're like hush puppies.
Okay.
But they taste fishy. And then they give you fish sauce. Well, they gave it to him in one of those little, like, you know, the French fry holders, the little cardboard ones. They gave him the fish sauce in that.
So it's all soggy.
Yeah, and we're in one of those, you know, the 25-foot trucks where it's cab over engine, right? And I told him, I said, dude, we have the heater on in here. Don't fucking spill the fish sauce. As soon as I said it, fucking drops it. right at right in front of where the heater vent's at. Dude, that fucking like, oh, dude, no, get out, get some shit, and clean it.
I didn't smell it,
Okay.
the sauce. But it didn't had nothing to do with fish. As far as taste, tasted like sweet and sour sauce.
But you
Looked like it
because she said that it was.
and I was like, no, I can't have it.
How many of those had you had before she told you?
Just the one.
Just the one? Oh, okay.
But then I had like 2 or 3 after that.
But you just didn't dip it in the sauce. Fuck,
'Cause
Tony.
I didn't like it after that.
Your mental game is strong. Fuck. Somebody tells you something, that's it. It's over. That's what it is.
My wife even looked at it. She's like, why would you tell him that? She's like, why? You know he's not going to eat it now.
Your daughter was
Like,
sitting there giggling, right? Like, I got him. I got him. That's fucked up.
But it was, again, I guess it was good for me to get out of the comfort zone, out of the traditional going to the same spots every time. My sister-in-law's been trying to get us to go there for a while. And my daughter, dude, that's her jam. Asian food is...
That's it. She's all about it.
She's all about it.
Interesting.
Probably go there every time she comes down now.
I'm about to go try it out. Where's it at?
It's on Indian. Remember where the old liquor barn used to be? Liquor barn was...
It's on the corner, right?
No, it was in between Palm Canyon and Indian. You could get to it on either side. Liquor barn was
It's way down on the...
Yeah,
Okay.
closer to Ramon Road.
Yeah.
So there's on Indian across the street from that liquor barn is like a little shopping center. It's more of it's like 2 restaurants now and like an escrow place
Okay.
right in there.
I want to go find it. That sounds really good. Vietnamese, you down for some Vietnamese food?
I don't know.
No fish sauce.
Let me try Korean barbecue first, and I'll let you know.
Korean barbecue is pretty good.
I've never had it.
You
I've been invited out to try some. So
should go try it. Yeah, I think you'd
yeah,
like
that's
it.
the plan.
I think you'd really like it. Any final words?
No, I'm good.
Tony?
Already? Yeah, we've got
We over 2 hours in already.
we've got a few since we missed.
Yeah, my nephew's wife Priscilla had a birthday.
Yep.
Was that the one that came to that was on the show?
No.
No, it's a different one. Different one.
Remember I said my daughter got invited to something on the night of my birthday?
Yeah.
Well, back to Raymond Magana, his baby sister, I think she's younger than him. His sister was getting married on Tuesday. Today,
right? That's
got
the one in
married.
Vegas?
Yeah, how do you know?
She can't keep secrets from me, son.
Really? How'd you? Man. Okay.
Steve posted pictures.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, shout out to Lupita. Her name's Lupita Magana.
Congratulations.
She got married today. Well, what they were doing was they had like a surprise, like bridal dinner for her after the party.
Oh, okay, cool.
She was there, and they all left. So they invited my daughter to go. Apparently, they went like to eat, and then they went to the casino afterwards to go party. So it's like a cousin thing. You should go. That's why I didn't have a problem with her going.
Right.
So she got married today. Nephew's daughter, Mariah, she turned 13 on the 17th.
Wow.
Yep.
So that was
Happy birthday.
Happy
4 or
birthday.
5 days ago.
Thursday last week, right?
Right. Luis, my compa,
Yeah.
his oldest daughter's birthday was the 18th, the day before mine.
And her name's Melissa too, right?
Yeah, little Melissa.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She turned 22. Her and my son are the same age.
Oh, okay.
And, me.
And my son. Your other son.
No. Or else you would have said something.
Call me daddy.
But go ahead.
Call me daddy.
No,
Go
because you
ahead.
didn't include me in that. If you would have, I might have considered it. But no, go ahead. Go ahead
Well,
with
they
your
turned
shout outs.
22 this year.
Yeah, but we're still the same age.
But
We're
I'm
still at
talking about
22.
people who turned 22 this year.
You said is also 22, though. All right, continue.
Okay.
It's not about me.
Today's a big day.
Okay.
Our buddy Ivan's birthday was today.
Yeah. Happy birthday,
Yeah, happy
Ivan.
birthday.
Griselda's birthday's today.
Happy birthday, Griselda.
And the girl I went to the birthday party for on Saturday,
Yeah.
Harper Lee, her birthday is actually today.
Oh, happy birthday, Harper.
Harper. Griselda's daughter, Bianca, turns 32 this year on the 26th.
Holy crap.
Yeah, kid.
Really? Wow. Well, happy birthday.
That's Saturday. She's going to party down. She should, at least. She's only 32. She's still got some years on her.
Yep.
And, of course,
You?
February's a big year.
Yeah, it is. A big month.
Big month. My apologies. The last day of the year. Last day of the month, excuse me. Nephew's birthday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
He'll be 41. He's exactly 10 years younger than me.
Nice.
Yeah, so we have the same birthday month,
There you
and
go.
we're 10 years apart.
Wow. Well, it's a good thing you guys just started hanging out.
Well, and you guys, too. Shit.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So happy birthday, Steven.
Happy birthday, Steven. Happy birthday again, Tony.
Thank you.
51, man. Fuck.
You're almost there.
Nah, I got fucking 7 months. I'm way away.
That'll turn into 2 weeks.
Oh, I know, right? Fuck, the last year, I think I said, or the year, yeah, last year? I think I said something about February going slow,
Right.
and all of a sudden it was fucking December. I'm like, holy shit. And I thought about it the other day. I was like, God damn, it's still fucking, for being the shortest month of the fucking year, it's only the fucking 12th. I was like, what the fuck? So I don't want to say that it's been a slow month again because I don't want it to be December yet. So, but it's chugging along slowly. You know what I'm saying?
Word up. You were
So,
born in 99?
Mm-hmm.
yep.
I'll be 23 this year.
Yeah, fuck, dude. That makes me fucking feel old.
You're welcome.
When you hit 25, I'm gonna be like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Holy shit. Want to thank Mariposa and Sunshine and Sean at Desert Toyota helping me out this weekend. Really appreciate it. You guys took really good care of us. If you guys need anything, you go down and ask for any one of them and let them know that the Madhouse sent you, and tell them we said thank you. That's it, right? We don't have anybody else. It's Mom's birthday passed, Tony's birthday, Priscilla's birthday. I don't think I have anybody else other than we said Ivan. So that it.
That's it.
Cool. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Hopefully we're back on track, and we'll keep you entertained as long as we can. Thank you guys. Love you. Appreciate it.